So, hey everybody, I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Correspondences for Work and Magic for Monday, the 2nd of August, 2021. One thing I want to get out of the way really quickly, and I'll include a link to this below the video here. And also on Patreon, it'll be, I also write this up and put that up over there. So if you want to follow me over there, that'd be cool. That'd be really awesome. Let's see, it's $1 a month to join there. Or you can do $12 for the whole year, or you can just do whatever you want. You could do whatever kind of donation you want. But in any event, let's see, there's that. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you is that I published another book last night. I self-published. I tried to do it over on Draft to Digital, but it was too big of a file, or I don't know. I don't know what happened there. So I went back over and did it on Amazon. And whereas I normally publish, but I tried it with, for Shifting Perceptions, and then the second edition of Confessions of a Back Porch Herbalist. I did that through Draft to Digital. And so anyway, it gives a wider publication. With Amazon, it's just at Amazon. So anyhow, I may go ahead and try to do it on Apple as well, because I didn't do this one thing. But anyway, the name of it's called Herbal Magicka, and it's basically a book of correspondences that deals with herbs and magic. But it's not just that; it also has the medicinal qualities and properties and constituents and all of that. I think that if you know those, if you didn't have a book with you that told you what you to refer to, if you knew the constituents of, say, nettle or chickweed or cleavers or something like that, you would know that they're all diuretic and you could use them in cleansing rituals. You would know that. And so I think that so it's a little bit more involved maybe than just a typical, okay, here's your magical correspondences. There's other stuff in there as well, for most of them. Not everything. Stuff that I don't want you to ingest, I didn't put on some of it. It doesn't anyway, but there's stuff like that in there. So if you're interested, I'll have a link below here, and also I'll have them with my posts as well. You can just click on it and go over there and order. It's in both Kindle and paperback format. The Kindle version is $8.99 and the paperback is $9.99. So there you go. Finally, I got that done. I have another one, a novel that I'm about halfway through, and I'm not really stuck, but I just wanted to do this other thing, and so I kind of put that aside. So maybe now I can, get back to that or something, but we'll see. Anyway, we have, let's see, for the rune divination today, we have Hagalaz. The witch rune. We have Tiwaz, which is for the god Tyr, the spiritual warrior within. We also have Alyes, which is the Bifrost Bridge. It's to higher consciousness. It's the elk. It's the elk sedge. It's protection. It's drawing down energies from spirit or goddess energies, however you want to see that. But basically, I think that what it's telling us is that we protect what we have by transmuting ego into spirit awareness, so that we restructure perception, basically. We don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, because we want to hang on to what we've learned. But at the same time, we don't want to have perceptions holding us back from being able to progress either. And so I think that that's what today's rune divination is really helping us to remember, especially when we want to speak truth to power. Tiwaz is sort of the rune of the spiritual warrior within. And so how we, as women in particular, express that, you can look at the forecast, the daily forecast over on the blog at Stepping Aside, and you'll see some of the planetary aspects sometimes include interactions with Eris. And Eris is how we, she's the goddess that helps us to understand at least how feminine power is manifested, I guess you could say. So I think that this is probably along those lines, so you can get a little more information by looking at that over there on the blog. just to kind of get a broader look at that whole idea and to see other kinds of planetary aspects that might be impacting that. Now, in terms of the magic today, the moon governs, so feminine magics, healing, intuition cycles, all of that, and change. Now, we have a 2 numerology today, so it's also about change and decision making and all of that, and balance. And so I thought, with the moon governing, rituals or workings for balance and cleansing and purification, and given that I just like to do that on Mondays anyway, irrespective of the favorability, and the favorability is excellent today, I just think that it's a good day to take stock and plan your week. I haven't finished doing the bills, so I've got to do that, so they're just little housekeeping things, that I do anyway on Mondays, that I think you can take that same mindset and do some kind of ritual for either change or purification or cleansing or balance or something like that. And so you could burn sandalwood on a piece of ritual charcoal or in stick or cone form if that's all you have. Include moonstone and selenite on the altar to purify energies and bring balance to the working. Place some moonwort seed pods if you have them on the altar. Do I have any in here? I don't think I have any in here. I had some in here, but I guess I don't now. But anyway, I'll show you that tomorrow. It's just a cool plant, and when you get the seed pods, then you harvest it, right, and then you let them dry. And I mean, you can sew them on to little dream pillows. You can put them in mojo bags. You can have them in dried floral arrangements. I mean, they're just kind of, or you can have them on the altar for moon stuff. So I don't know. I just like them. You can put that there to draw down lunar energies into the ritual if you want to. Burn some mugwort in the cauldron, or as a smudge for the same effect. A willow wand on the altar is also nice to include for protection or to direct energy. Invoke Hecate or Selene, maybe, if you like to draw in goddess blessings into the ritual. Finish out with either some silver or white candles on the altar, or both if you feel called to do so. But again, I think that, if we are trying to smooth things out so that we can then bring some better balance to it, to our whole self-expression, then I think today's rune divination can help. One thing I was going to mention, Juno's going to go direct later on today. We'll still be in the shadow of it. So, talking about partnership issues and how we deal with all that, how we manage, different things in our lives. Juno is part of that. So that's going to go direct later on today. Let's see, Uranus is going to go retrograde in 17 more days. But again, check over the retrograde stuff and maybe incorporate some of that into whatever, cleansing or purification ritual you want to do today. So anyhow, that's it. Thanks a lot. And we'll get together again tomorrow. Now, I didn't do this on Friday, and I apologize for that. But we had to get together with the grandkids on Saturday, so I was getting prepared for the trip over there. Our granddaughter turned 4 2 weeks earlier, and our grandson was 2 on Saturday. So she was born on the 13th, and he was born on the 31st. So 1-3 and 3-1. So it's interesting. They're quite opposite, and yet they get along so well. So I don't know. I mean, they have the same brother-sister stuff, but still, they actually get along pretty well. They treat each other well, and it was just lovely to be there. I don't know, especially when I got pictures, photographic evidence of my husband, Grandpa, in the bouncy house with our granddaughter. And then as he's coming out, he's literally falling out of it on his stomach. And and while the granddaughter's just looking at him like, what are you doing? Are you okay? And it was adorable. So anyway, and I have proof. So it's always important. So to get proof when Grandpa does stuff like that. It was very cool. So we had fun, and the kids were amazing. We got to be with both our sons. Our oldest son's wife had to work, so sadly she wasn't with us, and that was so the whole family was not together. So that was not so much fun. But because we would have loved to see her and to visit with her, but at least he was there, and I haven't seen him in a while because of the pandemic and all that. So haven't been, although we saw the younger one and his wife and the grandkids a couple weeks ago, we haven't seen the older one until Saturday. So it was very nice to be with the family again, and we just love them so much, and it's been awful being apart. So, but that's over. So, yay. Anyhow. We'll talk tomorrow. Be good to yourself. Be good to one another. And blessed be.